in the previous video, we discussed if a person has to get self-realization, whether he has to attain Atma Sakshatkara or whether he has to remove his ignorance. In this video, our Bhagavat Ayya is going to explain in detail about the ignorance. Attaining Atma Sakshatkara is a direct way, but the removal of ignorance is an indirect way. Here, we have to remove our ignorance to get Atma Sakshatkara. Our scripture says, know your Atman by Atman, which is our first approach. But Ramana says, remove your ignorance to get Atma Sakshatkara, which is the second approach. When we say know Atman by Atman, Atman alone gets importance. Thereby, the other thing becomes unimportant. Our spiritual aspirants try the first way, where they think themselves as the absolute, the Atman. So, they enter into their meditation practices with full enthusiasm, sincerely trying to find out their being. So far, millions after millions have tried this way, but unfortunately, not even a single person has succeeded in this way, because it is an impossible one. Here also, there is an exception. Please ignore it for the time being. We may see it in the later video. Now, we have seen that we cannot know Atman directly. What is the next way? Removal of ignorance is the knowing of Atma Sakshatkara. Now, what is ignorance? To whom this ignorance has happened? It is ignorance when the lion's cub feels as a lamb. It is ignorance when the prince considers himself as a hunter. But who is ignorant? Whether the Atman considers himself as a lamb, whether the Atman considers himself as a hunter? We have already seen Atman is self-luminous. Atman is absolute. So, there is no chance for the Atman to have a misconception as somebody else. Then, who is having this misconception? Who is having this ignorance? Our physical body does not have any knowledge of its own to discriminate anything as right or wrong. It functions through the sense organs. So, the ignorance does not belong to our physical body. The next one is our mind. Our mind alone owns the experiences. Our mind alone considers itself to be a person with a limited capacity. Then, does our ignorance belong only to the mind? Yes, our mind alone has the ignorance. It considers itself to be a limited person. It considers itself to be an ordinary human being. But does this ignorance of the mind has any relation to Atma Sakshatkara or self-realization? Is it necessary for our mind to change its conception? Is it necessary for the mind to think, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am pure Atman? Many spiritual seekers try this method sincerely. They sincerely feel that they adopt this process only with the approval of the scriptures. Not only that, there are so many saints who also approved that approach. The mind and body are lifeless materials. They are matters only. They do not have capacity to know. If they function with the capacity of knowing, we have to take it only as Atman, because Atman alone has the capacity of knowing. So it is ignorant to consider ourselves to be a mind and body. All these explanations are very good. It is very delightful and satisfactory to hear all these things. But what is the use of all those descriptions unless they cannot give us self-realization? Even though the description gives us a mental peace, they cannot give us self-realization. Then what is the way for self-realization? What is the way for the end of ignorance? We can discuss this in detail in our next video. Until then, stay with us. Bye.